I'm sorry for uploading this video so late, but I recently discovered the power of Google Translate. And because of that, I can read some news from Germany. You see, Germany is a very progressive nation, a beacon of democracy, a champion of human rights. It carries the torch of the European spirit. It is at the heart of the European Union. And it is such a shame that more people can't learn from Germany because, again, it's the language barrier. If you're in an English-speaking country, you may not benefit from the Germanic wisdom. And without further ado, I'll just read to you so you can understand how a decent society should function. Okay, no more of that Viktor Orban nonsense, no more of Trump, no more of Bolsonaro. Like, those are evil, evil people. Let me tell you how Germany handles controversy. So there's this gentleman by the name of Andy Grote, and I should be careful what I talk about him because he doesn't have a sense of humor, it seems. Andy Grote is a member of the Socialist Democratic Party. And he goes on Twitter, and the Google Translate doesn't do a very good job, but from my understanding, he points to a picture where some young people are partying, and he says, "Some of us can't wait to go back into lockdown. What a stupid action. Thank you, Polizei Hamburg." Right? So I assume he is talking about some people partying and he is thanking the police for breaking them up. You know, this is what I like to see in a nation when the elected member of the parliament cares about the people's health. You know, when you look at a politician, you shouldn't look like at a stranger. You should look at him like a big brother who genuinely cares about your health. He understands that you are stupid. You're part of the masses. You're the plebs. And because of that, you can't really think freely. You can't think for yourself. So you need the compassion of the politician to care for you. But in Germany, something weird is happening. You see, the people looked at the history of the politician and noticed that he was also partying. So it's kind of like glass houses, am I right? But no, you need to understand the people in Germany also have compassion for the politician. The politician cares about the people's health, and the people are like, you know what? I don't know how I could live without you in my life, Andy Grote. So I am also worried about your partying. Like, can you? Now, Andy Grote doesn't really like that. You know, he was a little bit overwhelmed by the positive emotion that people on Twitter were giving to him. So he was taken aback. He didn't know how to react. Especially when a mean person tweeted a cucumber at him and said, "Andy Grote, you're such a wiener." 3 months and a police raid later, they couldn't find the owner of the tweet. All right? So you need to understand how German democracy functions, okay? This is like the most progressive nation. This is the socialist way of doing democracy. Like, democracy is good, but too much democracy is bad, so we need to amp up the socialism a little bit. They send masked police officers to the guy's house in order to find the device from which he has tweeted. Can you imagine? Like, early in the morning, you get your house flooded with police officers, and they're like, "The device! We must have the device! Where is the device that is capable?" Insults to the politician. Andy Grote is now crying. "Show us the device that has brought one of our leaders to tears. We must have it." I don't know why or what they want to do with the device, but I assume this is the Eastern German way of doing democracy, right? It's not the Western German way. The Eastern German way of doing democracy is not innocent until proven guilty. Is you name the person and then you try to find out what crime is he guilty of. To send a message, to educate him, to make him understand that he should not do this again. So, you know, like, anything can be a problem. It's like, okay, well, this is the target. Let's see, is he guilty of tax evasion? No. Is he guilty of hate speech? No. Like, keep looking. He must do something. You know, everyone does something. Just keep looking until you find it. So I assume this is what was really about. Now, apparently the guy moved away from that apartment. Like, he doesn't live there. So his girlfriend instead woke up with the police at the door. And apparently, again, I don't understand if Google Translate works very well. But from my understanding, they even got the wrong house before going and bothering the girlfriend. Right? So, whenever you're thinking about evil Donald Trump or Bolsonaro or heaven forbid, Orban, they're doing it wrong. This is how you do it properly. This is how things are done in a civilized nation. If you mock a politician, you have the right. You have the right to mock the politician, but the politician has the right to send the cops at your door in order to have the device. Give us the device, the device. It's also funny, it's like 3 months later, huh? So which one is it? Is it the inefficient bureaucracy that the government is operating under, that it takes for the police 3 months to finally reach the suspect's home? Or is it the asshurt of the politician, that Andy Grote? Like, it took him... like for 3 months he tried to forget this encounter, but every time he went to sleep, it was like people who go to Vietnam, and they got like these traumatizing flashbacks. He could only see the cucumber flashing in front of him. Like, the cucumber was... It's like a cat, if you place a cucumber behind the cat gets startled. That was Andy Grote. He's a Neko. Every time you see Andy Grote, you should call him Neko-chan, because that's how he reacted to this. So, believe it or not, this actually trended on the Twitter, the Grote gate. But the Twitter actually suppressed it. Imagine my shock. So, double butthurt. It's like, first of all, going after this guy who tweeted the cucumber, and then asking Jack Dorsey, like begging Jack Dorsey, hey, can you please just not allow this to trend? Like, put it under the rug? Right, so this is what happens, I guess, in the more progressive nations than our own, in nations that are more enlightened and obviously more in tune with the human rights than evil Eastern Europe. Orban, oh my God, Orban, horrible. Oh. So Orban should look at Germany and try to move the legislation of Hungary more in line with the European values. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care. Oh, and before I forget, because I need to ask, and if I don't ask, I don't get. Please share this video around on social media. I would really appreciate it, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like me very much. I'm not a corporation. The YouTube algorithm loves corporations. And because of that, my video isn't really being shared around. And most of my clicks are because of you guys sharing my videos, so I would like to thank you for doing that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.